Top 10 Modern Classic Motorcycles of 2023. In case you hadn't noticed, the past is now the future in motorcycling, with sales of modern classic models soaring in the charts. While the term modern classic itself is a touch oxymoronic, if you're not familiar with the category, then think modern motorcycles styled to look retro, nostalgic, or traditional. 10. CFMoto 700 CLX Heritage. The retro-flavored version of its new 700 cubic centimeters middleweight triumvirate, the CFMoto 700 CLX Heritage, is more of an understated tribute to the modern classic ethos. It is a bit of a mongrel though, with its design coming from the house of KTM, its aging, yet still fizzy, 693 cubic centimeters twin derived from the Kawasaki ER6 and switchgear pinched from the BMW parts bin, serving as a reminder the CLX isn't exactly cutting edge. 9. Moto Guzzi V7 Special. The Italian marque has just celebrated its centenary, existing today as the classic, more traditional, if a little forgotten, arm of the Piaggio family. Okay, let's put it this way, if one might describe the Triumph Bonneville as a quintessential British gentleman, then the Moto Guzzi V7 Special is its seductive mustachioed Italian cousin in an unbuttoned shirt beckoning you on an Amalfi adventure. Magnifico! It's also one of the more authentic retro models in this list, with its analog dials and exposed oily bits. Even Moto Guzzi's flexible 853 cubic centimeters V-twin engine is a signature throwback to the 1970s. 8. BMW RnineT. Take the BMW RnineT. It's a fairly back-to-basics motorcycle, albeit a handsome one all the same. It's pleasantly involving to ride with its tuneful 1,170 cubic centimeters boxer engine, while there is no denying its air of quality as a BMW product. In fact, as far as BMW is concerned, when a RnineT rolls off its production line, it is a blank canvas waiting for you to put your individual stamp on it. Evoking the spirit of the R90S, the RnineT tips a nod to the past by encouraging the art of customization and modification. 7. Kawasaki Z900 RS. Indeed, while the Kawasaki Z900, an accomplished, quality if rather ordinary naked, may not seem the most obvious choice for a deliciously evocative makeover, Kawasaki certainly pulled it off with the Z900 RS, its effortlessly cool retro brother, a distant spiritual successor, the iconic Kawasaki Z1, the first Kawasaki to wear the Z prefix that continues to flourish today a half-century later, while Japanese firms have sometimes struggled to dial up the charm offensive in this segment. The Z900 RS keeps it simple, while retaining an air of quality. 6. BSA Gold Star 650. It's one thing to resurrect an iconic motorcycle, but when that motorcycle is widely regarded as the original modern classic, then you're not simply resurrecting an icon, you're taking responsibility for a legacy stretching 50 years. We are of course referring to the new generation BSA Gold Star. Once upon a time, the must-have motorcycle of its era, the BSA Gold Star returns today in 2022 as a well-judged, surprisingly authentic tribute to a legend of British motorcycling. If the original BSA Gold Star changed the future, then the BSA Gold Star 650 is a satisfying trip back down memory lane. 5. Royal Enfield Interceptor 650. By keeping one wheel in the past, the growing popularity of honest, value-orientated motorcycles wrapped in a classic silhouette has seen the market come right around to everything Royal Enfield is about. This is no better demonstrated than on its 650 twins, the Continental GT and this, the Royal Enfield Interceptor 650. Like the BSA Gold Star, the Interceptor 650 won't be rushed, nor will it lavish you with luxury. 4. CCM Street Moto. Here we have plumped for the CCM Street Moto, which admittedly is one part modern classic, one part flat track, one part scrambler, whatever, who cares, the CCM Street Moto is 100% cool. Only available in a limited run, so get your skates on. The Street Moto is hand-built with meticulous attention to detail. Things get a little more dated underneath with a 600 cubic centimeters engine from Husqvarna, albeit from when Husqvarna was owned by BMW, and it won't feel as accomplished as, say, a Triumph. 3. Kawasaki Z650 RS. Having realized it was onto a good thing with the nostalgia-flavored Z900, it is no surprise Kawasaki has gone ahead and given its smaller sibling, the Z650, a dose of RS magic. Launched last year, the Kawasaki Z650 RS achieves the same feat as its bigger brother by taking the perfectly good, but perfectly ordinary Kawasaki Z650 and giving it a seductive new identity. In many ways, the RS makes better use of its underpinnings than the original, its breezy twin feeling more laid-back vibe with an unhurried, refined ride. 2. Triumph Speed Twin 900. Nevertheless, the Speed Twin 900 is relatively new among Triumph's expansive, modern classic lineup. Traditionalists might balk at our pick of the Speed Twin 900 over the icon of retro riding, the Bonneville, but the marginally cheaper Speed Twin 900 gets our vote as a motorcycle that feels as modern as it does classic. Either way, few brands encapsulate the romance of a bygone era better than Triumph, with the Speed Twin embodying the spirit of the 60s in its punchy engine and keen handling, while never seeming anything less than contemporary in the quality and comfort. 1. Yamaha XSR900. Have you ever watched one of those TV shows that runs for 15 years in real time, yet on the show remains stuck in, like, 1974? Well, you could say the same about the modern classic category, which has for a long time now been harking back to one specific era. So trust Yamaha to challenge what it means to be retro by launching a motorcycle that is somehow both inspired by the past, yet also futuristic. So here is the brand new Yamaha XSR900, a thoroughly modern motorcycle from 2022 where it matters, but dressed in decidedly 80s influenced wares. You can forget double denim and shoulder pads though. The XSR900 is a slick, sporty little number from Yamaha that rather ironically makes other retro motorcycles look, dated.
I hope to inspire you and help you learn more about your favorite theme. Subscribe to my channel and let me know what you think.